Okay, so this is a demo of the SimpleRead method, or class I should say, that has two methods in it, the get name by patient ID and get ID by patient name. So both of these methods are going to be called from actually the advanced add test. So let's just debug this and show you how it works. So the Fire server that's being added here is from the skeleton code here. It's this happy Fire org base DSTU3. Right, so if we go into debug on test add patient, so real quick we'll add a patient named Don Juan, and I'll just kind of go into that real quick. So we create a patient, it will give us an ID for that patient. Okay, so that gets stored in actual ID, and then expected name is Don Juan. We're going to instantiate SimpleRead. Okay, and then here we actually call the get name by patient ID, and we pass in that actual ID that we created for Don Juan. So let's step in. Okay, so here right here is the get name by patient ID. So we have passed in an ID, creating a patient, or rather getting its information, the patient's information, and then grabbing just the name using that ID. Okay, and so we could see that the actual name that came back is Don Juan, and the expected name is Don Juan, so this should pass. So the assert equals expected name is Don Juan, actual is Don Juan. Great. And then to test the other method, get ID by patient name, we're going to do sort of the opposite. So let's just throw in a name like Phillips, like a last name, and then we will call get ID by patient name. So passing in his name, we should get some ID back. So let's step in. Okay. Use this bundle. This will, oop, I guess I went through that a little fast. But basically, out of this bundle, we're going to grab anything that matches the name, and then we're going to pull out the ID. This right here is just used for paging multiple pages of patients with that name. We should get some sort of list if there are in fact multiple. Okay, and going back to advanced add. This ID list that came back after putting in Phillips should have given us an ID for somebody with the name Phillips, and in fact here we have an ID 96326. So there you have it. And now if I instead were not to debug, if I were to just run the test, see that we pass. So there you have it. That's SimpleRead.